I hereby call the 13th day of the first regular session of the 23rd Congress to order. May we all rise for a moment of silent prayer. Chief Clerk, please call the roll.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Senator Abelo Alfonso.
Isang mao, amen.
Isang mao, Madam Chair. Senator Aritos. Senator Christian. Senator Figuer. Senator Colland. Senator Harper. Senator Conman.
Yes.
Floor Leader Lawrence. Vice Speaker Romulo. Senator Urusumal. Senator Wali.
Yes.
Speaker Moses.
Aye.
Mr. Speaker, 8 members are present.
With that, we have a quorum, and I would like to designate Chairman Rusmal as the temporary floor leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Good morning to you and all the members and those observing our session this morning. I move that we dispense with the reading of the journal.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress dispense with the reading of the journal. If no objection, we will vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carried. Congress has now dispensed with the reading of the journal. Next item, Chief Clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We're now on item 5, presidential communications. As of now, we do not have any, Mr. Speaker.
Continue.
Mr. Speaker,
Chairman Christian.
Mr. Speaker, before someone makes motion to adjourn or to recess, may I rise on a point of privilege,
State your point.
make a short statement? Thank you very much. Before I proceed with that, I just want to note for the members that, you know, the Lord's Prayer in Pohnpeian used to say, give us a lot of food. It has been recently changed to say, give us food that's enough on a daily basis. I don't know what brought that on, but it seems to be a better way to ask for God's bounty. Honorable Speaker Moses, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, if I should say now that I am at a loss for words, I suspect that Senator Rusumal and most of you, your first gut reaction would be to say bullshit. And I would say bullshit too for that. But the truth is, the subject about which I found myself sitting on my favorite thinking bowl this morning, deeply searching for words to vocalize my thoughts, is the treaty of the relationship between us and the people of the United States of America. Rumor has it that the negotiations with our ally and partner has drawn to a conclusive ledge with words on the streets that we are about to sign. Sign what? When Congress created the negotiations group, I was one of the apparently false, I was of the apparently false opinion that prior to any signing, the negotiations committee would return to the source of authority and present what position has been reached, seek comments and reactions, receive further instructions, then return to the discussion table to deliver and deliberate on new instructions. At least that is what responsible people do. In the rubbles of rumors that are currently making the rounds on the streets and in SACOG gatherings, it seems that one inflation adjustment on annual grants is missing. Sote, kokola, as Chairman Rusmal likes to say. That is an important factor that had been debated at length during the first draft of the original treaty, as well as during the work for the First Amendment, now the current terms. 2, but they say, look, we got 500 million dropped into the Compact Trust Fund. Well, that may sound great, only the corpus of that trust fund belongs to the United States, and the FSM will have no access to those funds until the treaty expires or is terminated. And the question is when? So from now until the next 20 years, we have no inflation adjustment on our grants. And secondly, we have money that's put into the trust fund over which the FSM has no control. There are other troubling issues, but as these are just now rumors, I will leave to later to reveal more deficiencies in what I see to be in the document partially done that will govern our treaty relationships with the people of the United States of America for the next 20 years. Mr. Speaker, I understand that some of you are lost on what I am saying here, if you are, but I thought somewhere along the way I needed to get this thing off my chest, that I am not overly pleased with the result, not so much the result, but the interaction between JCRP and this Congress over the progress of their work with the United States government. And so, Mr. Speaker, I thank you for this brief moment to express my concerns. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chairman Christian. Any more point of privilege? Chairman Rusmal?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the good chairman for expressing his sentiment on the issue relating to the work of JCRP and especially our partner from the United States relating to the Compact of Free Association between us and the United States. I fully share the concern and the sentiment raised by the good chairman, especially as I recall through difficult times during the second negotiation. JCN worked very hard to come up with what we thought a good recommendations to the government. And at the time, the geopolitical issues and environment especially in this part of the world, had not been the same as it is with the JCRP negotiations. So I, as a member of JCN and as one who was in that Oval Office when we had to go through the ratification process, I basically had to request, though knowing that the agreement did not fully reflect what JCN then wanted, but for us to at least give it a chance to approve, which it was, and we had to suffer through the 20 years of Chumko dictating to this country how we should use our compact sector and treaty money. So I fully understand the sentiment raised by the chief negotiator for the second negotiations and Chairman Fikir. Thank you, Chairman Christian. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Thank you, Chairman Rusmal. If no more point of privilege, next item, Chief Clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We're on item 6, CFSM Supreme Court Communications. We do not have any at the moment, Mr. Speaker.
Continue.
Item 7, Member Communications, none also. Item 8, Departmental Communications. We have one, and it's number 23-06.
Continue.
Item 9, Agency or Governmental Authority Communications, none. Item 10, State Communications, none, Mr. Speaker. Item 11, State Supreme Court Communications, none also. Item 12, Municipal or Town Communications, none, Mr. Speaker. Item 13, Foreign Government Communications, we do not have any, Mr. Speaker. And item 14, Miscellaneous Communications, we have one, and it's number 23-02.
Order of the day. Next item, Chief Clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That is item 15, Standing Committee Reports. As of now, we do not have any reports, Mr. Speaker.
Next item.
Item 16, Special Committee Reports, none also, Mr. Speaker.
Next item.
For item 17, Assignment of Measures and Communications, please refer to referral sheet number 23-08.
Chair and members, please take note. Next item.
Item 18, Unfinished Business, none, Mr. Speaker.
Next item.
Item 19, Bill Calendar, Mr. Speaker. As of now, we have one bill under the bill calendar, and that is on Congressional Bill number 23-05 CD2 for second and final reading. CB number 23-05 CD2 is a bill for an act to further amend sections 2, 3, and 4 of Public Law number 22-153 as amended by Public Laws numbers 22-169, 22-181, and 22-204 to appropriate $1,050,452 from the General Fund of the Federated States of Micronesia for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2023, to provide supplemental funding for the operations of the executive, legislative, and the judiciary branches of the national government and for other purposes.
Chairman Vergier.
Move for the passage of the said bill on second and final reading.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading CB number 23-05 CD2. Discussion.
Speaker,
Chairman Vergier, you have the floor.
I yield the floor to Chairman Christian. Thank you very much, Chairman Figueroa. Mr. Speaker, there are two sort of lengthy amendments offered by myself and Senator Welly. I defer the floor to Senator Welly to offer his amendment first.
Thank you, Chairman Christian. Mr. Speaker, I have a floor amendment to offer to CP number 23-05 CD2. It's been written and copies have been circulated to members, and it's quite lengthy, so I would defer reading of it, but move for the adoption of the said
Any second?
amendment.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress adopt floor amendment to CB number 23-05 CD2 offered by Chairman Welly. With its length and no objection, we will dispense with its reading. Discussion on the offered floor amendment. If no objection, question has been called for. We will vote on the offered floor amendment to CB number 23-05 CD2 offered by Chairman Welly. All those in favor of the said amendment, say aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carried. Congress has now adopted floor amendment offered by Chairman Welly to CB number 23-05 CD2. We now have CD3.
Mr. Speaker,
Chairman Christian, you have the floor.
I too have an amendment that has been to 2305 CD3 that has been distributed to the members and hoping that they have had an opportunity to review. But I'd like, the purpose of the amendments are as follows. In the last page, page 12 of that amendment, I so move for short recess.
Short recess. Congress is back in session.
Mr.
Chairman,
Speaker, I so move for the adoption of amendment to Congress Bill 2305 CD3 as proposed by, I'm really ashamed to say my name, by me. Second.
it's been moved and seconded that Congress adopt floor amendment offered by Chairman Christian to CB number 23-05 CD3. Discussion?
Move for the previous question.
If no objection, question has been called for. We will now vote on the offered floor amendment to CB number 23-05 CD3. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carried. The offered floor amendment to CB number 23-05 CD3 has now been adopted. We now have CD4.
Previous question.
If no objection, we will vote. Debate is closed. We will vote by roll call of delegations. Short recess. now is for passage of CB number 23-05, CD4 on second and final reading. Chief Clerk,
Sir, Speaker,
short recess.
uh,
Call the roll.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For the state of Chuk, Chairman Aritos. For the state of Pohnpei, Chairman Christian.
Amen.
For the state of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
Yes.
For the state of Yap, Chairman Urusumal.
may I yield the floor to the Chairman of Mani?
No.
Chairman Figure. Okay.
No, I thought, Mr. Speaker, point of clarification. Was the no, he won't cast the vote, or the no is the vote for Yap?
I believe that no is a vote for Yap.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We have 3 states that voted affirmatively and 1 against.
Thank you, Chief Clerk. Congress has now passed on second and final reading, CB number 23-05, CD4. Next bill, Chief Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, as of now, we do not have any more bills.
Next item,
Mr.
Or-
Speaker,
Chairman
Aye.
Christian.
I venture to move that we recess until tomorrow at 10.
Any second? It's been moved and seconded that Congress stands in recess until 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Speaker, may I have the floor before we recess?
State your point.
I just want to make an announcement before we recess. For your committee on special, your special committee on climate change and environmental issues would like to meet with the head of DECEM, acting secretary, tomorrow at 4 p.m. If there is no conflict with other schedules for the other committees, then we will proceed to do so. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
So recess, Mr. Speaker.
Short recess.
I
back in session.
Speaker,
Chairman Figueroa?
I know the motion on the floor is to recess until tomorrow, but let me just make an announcement, because I think yesterday or the other day, I made an announcement for the JCR FY '24 budget hearing, and since the compact is going to be signed this afternoon, I canceled that hearing.
Thank you, Chairman Figueroa. The motion now is to recess until tomorrow at 10. If no objection, we will vote. All those in favor of the said motion, say aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carried. Congress stands at recess until 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Hey, Lamb,